So what is the key role of Families Need Fathers?
Well, I would say that Families Need Fathers have two key roles. The first is actually to provide immediate support to dads and mums and occasionally grandparents who come to us because suddenly their children have been stopped from coming to see them, they are anxious, they need emotional support and they need guidance about what to do next. And the second part of what we do is um, try and campaign for the system to get better, to actually change the laws, to change the systems and operations, because currently it takes absolutely ages to go through family justice system. People don't understand the out of court options which are available. The whole system is not working. It's been sapped of resources, of funding, and actually there's a lack of understanding of how to make it better. So we're campaigning for things like better paternity leave as well as maternity leave so that dads get more involved at an earlier stage, about a family justice which, when necessary, has teeth so that people can rely on court orders being implemented, and actually a justice system where fewer people go to court. And that's ultimately what we want. It's something that works without going to court in high expense and high conflict situations.
Thank you. So what intervention can contact centres provide for families going through court?
Well, I think when contact is stopped, and particularly when there's allegations being made about somebody not behaving properly, contact centres provide a route to getting people into, to see that, for children to see their parents who they've now suddenly stopped seeing as quickly as possible and as safely as possible. And I think it is actually a protective thing both to the parent who is making an allegation or the child who is being alleged has been in some way maltreated, but it's also a protection for the parent who's having the contact, because they can be seen, supervised. In some cases you can report on what's gone on, so it actually provides a measure of safety for that parent too, and the child of course ultimately. So I think it's a very, very valuable service.
Thank you. And finally, in what ways do you feel contact centres perhaps do not work for fathers currently?
Well, it kind of relates to the answer I gave earlier, but contact centres sometimes don't work because fathers don't understand the service, and I think they approach it and often wonder why they have to go to a contact centre. Why is somebody only offering them supported or supervised contact, particularly if they don't feel they've done anything wrong, or perhaps feel that their ex has done as much wrong, if not more, than they have, and they don't understand the reason. But of course the reason first and foremost is if they're not seeing their children and their children are not seeing them, it gives them that safe environment. So we need to all provide them with reassurance that the fact that you're going to a contact centre doesn't mean that you're guilty. It doesn't mean that you're an awful dad who can never have any relationship with your child. It simply means that you have a safe environment where you can make sure that you restore that relationship at the earliest opportunity, whilst others continue to make findings or establish whether or not what the ongoing future arrangement should be.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Much
you.
appreciated.